How's it going?
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, I'm Corey.
I'm Zach.
How's it going?
So welcome to the Flexin podcast. You don't know, but it's taken us some time to get this thing put together here.
A little late recording, but better late than never.
Better late than never. I've heard that before somewhere. Anyway, welcome to another episode where we're going to talk about
stuff. Episode 25.
Yeah.
Reggie Bush.
Ooh, very nice. Vince Carter, didn't he wear 25 for a little bit?
That doesn't sound right at all. You can't.
No?
You can't just make stuff up.
I got to. Anyway, hey, do you got a Would You Rather for us this week?
Yeah. Would you rather have all traffic lights you approach be green or never wait in line again?
Green. Green lights.
Never wait in line
Gotta
again?
be green lights.
So you could show up late to the Star Wars premiere with no tickets, and you get to go and get a ticket.
How do you... Yeah, but no.
Never wait in line again.
But I can order everything online. I can't not drive.
You go get your groceries.
I have them delivered to my house. Anyway.
That's a cool
Yeah, shipped.
little thing.
You should check it out. Maybe there's some places by you that can deliver you groceries.
I mean, normally I do grocery pickup. Yeah.
So...
Order it on the Walmart app, and then I go pick them up.
I like that. I got a couple corrections. LeBron's double-digit scoring record is 928. I think last week I said like 1,000. It's not quite at 1,000 yet. Then the Superman that filled in for Superman when he was dead was Steel, Superboy, Eradicator, and Cyborg Superman. Just want to clear that up.
You forgot the fifth. Bizarro.
Bizarro was not in that comic. Shut up.
He filled in.
Hey.
He was in there in my heart.
Fun fact.
Here we go.
James Harden has more career free throws made than he has field goals made.
Of course he does. And no one else sees a problem with that.
No. Also, bonus fact, LeBron James' playoff scoring. So let's look at that real quick. His playoff scoring since, I believe, 2004, he has more points in the playoffs than these teams. The Wizards, the Nets, the Magic, the Sixers, the Bucks, the Pelicans, the Kings, the Knicks, the Timberwolves, and the Hornets.
Okay, to be fair, like two of those teams ever really made the playoffs.
True, but LeBron has 6,911 playoff points. The Wizards have 6,586.
Who has the record for that?
Most points in the playoffs? LeBron James.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, so.
Sounds about right. But listen.
Wait, bonus fact. When the Patriots' defense gives up more than 14 points, they're 0-3.
Of course.
The offense can't score. The only way they score is
Tom
like
Brady had some help.
Trick plays. Yeah, it's not like he just has been known his whole career for doing the most with less. And
he only ever had one wide receiver.
Well, and Gronk.
Okay, Gronk's a tight end.
So? You act like there's not a big play waiting to happen?
Can we talk about Yankees throwing some money, or are we going to sit here and duck off all day?
I got it on my list. God.
Yankees gave Garrett Cole 9 years,
$324 million.
I broke that down, and I know contracts don't work like this, but if he made the same amount over the whole, it's $36 million a year.
Yeah.
Pitchers pitch every 5 days.
Correct.
Every time he steps on the mound, it's $1 million.
And how many innings he averages? 7?
Something like that.
So 9 million divided by 7? Let's do the math real quick.
No, $1 million. He makes $1 million.
A game?
Every time he steps on the mound,
$1 million
it's
a start.
$1 million. Yeah.
Okay, so then $1 million divided by 7 innings.
Let's just say 7, yeah.
That's $142,000
an inning.
an inning. And
divide
then
that by 3.
You divide that by 3, right? That's $47,000 a pitch.
No.
An out. $47,000 an out, I apologize.
Yep.
That's disgusting.
Yep. He'll make more money than Mike Trout.
No. Mike Trout's 424.
But he's got to do that every game. Like think about it.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Think about it. He gets more money
per appearance.
Oh,
yeah, for sure.
That's gross.
And he's not the only one who got paid. Steven Strasburg got, only $245 million for 7 years.
They say it was Boris, the agent, negotiated like $800 million.
Yeah. That's all he does.
Yeah. He just gets contracts ton.
And he gets some of it. He only gets 10% of a $100 million contract.
That's $10 million.
Right. And if it's a $300 million contract, that's $30 million. So he just made, if he negotiated $800 million in contracts, on the low side, he got $80 million.
Let's just round it up. He just got a cool $100 million.
Just for showing up. That's crazy. So, in response, so remember last week we were talking about Lamar, the radio announcer said he had an advantage for the dark skin and the dark jerseys. Yeah, so last week against Buffalo, not the Thursday night game, but the Buffalo game, they wore white jerseys. Lamar, for the first time all season, wore sleeves. He wore white sleeves and white gloves on both hands.
Speaking of Lamar,
Goat.
I mean, broke Vic's record.
He broke Vic's rushing record. That's Michael Vick's best year, 2006. He set the rushing record. He had 2,400 passing yards, and he accounted for 20 touchdowns. Lamar has 2,800 passing yards, more rushing yards, and is accounted for 35 touchdowns, I think, or something.
So he's the only legitimate argument against Russell Wilson for the MVP.
Yeah, but I think it's Lamar's now.
No. I still think it's Russ. Because he's playing with him and a bunch of trash cans.
Yeah, but did you see it took Russ overtime and sheer dumb luck beating the Niners. Lamar took 6 minutes off the clock and 13 plays to beat the Niners. He just couldn't get his ass off the field.
I don't want to talk about it.
Lamar's been better. He's got more touchdown passes. He's obviously got more rushing yards.
I know, but I think you're also taking into account the team, too, right? Most valuable player on the team.
Sure, for sure. But you're telling me that Joe Flacco, instead of Lamar, is better? Because that was the option.
That's not a fair comparison at all.
Well, to be fair, isn't old boy's backup Geno Smith?
Yep.
Yeah,
well, I mean, Lamar's backup's not much better.
RG3?
Yeah.
And Trace McSorley.
You can't
He went to Penn State.
You can't just make up names.
Played with Saquon Barkley.
You can't just make up names.
I didn't.
His name is Trace.
Trace. T-R-A-C-E.
McSorley?
McSorley.
Yeah, I bet he's McSorley from sitting on the bench all the time.
That was really good. Hey, we're here for the jokes, folks. Just jokes. So, I know we're in the middle of basketball season. So let's talk a little bit of basketball, okay?
Like what, 20 games in? Something
20,
like that?
Yeah, we're more than that. But, so I saw this post on Instagram, and I thought it would be pretty cool to talk about. So, it is, which of these teams would win the championship? And it's like a bunch of the contenders added legends to their team. So, the Rockets with Hakeem. So, it's the Beard, Russ, and Hakeem.
Hakeem slaps both of them, so that they're out.
The Celtics with Larry Bird. The Clippers with CP3.
No,
absolutely not. The defense would be disgusting. But you already have Pat Bev, so the Heat with D-Wade.
They're not a real team.
The Heat with Dwayne Wade?
No, the Heat, period. They're not a real team.
Well, Tyler Hero.
He's a zero. Keep going.
Can we talk about the announcers and his name? Oh, Hero with the heroics or something. It's so bad.
Rated.
The Raptors with Vince? No, right? No. The Lakers with Kobe?
Yeah, obviously.
The Bucks with Kareem? Ooh.
Is that Kareem?
Yeah, bro.
No, it's Lou Alcindor.
Shut up. Either way.
That'd be a good one.
That's a good one. That's the closest to the Lakers right now.
So much bigness.
That's so much bigness, bro. The Mavs with Dirk?
That'd be gross.
No, because you just take out
Euro trash on one team, though.
You just take out Kristaps. The Sixers with AI.
That's gross.
That's real gross. But the problem is, what do you do with Ben Simmons?
You kind of eliminate Ben Simmons with that. Yeah.
Right. Honestly, the best two on here is the Bucks with Kareem. God.
Bucks with Kareem or the Lakers with Kobe.
But chemistry, bro. Because Kobe's taking a lot of shots, man.
No, I don't think he would.
We're talking about prime Kobe.
Yeah, I don't think he would. Because he would understand. He understands basketball.
Oh, for sure. I'm not doubting that. But LeBron being
I mean, don't get me wrong. He'd have to get his point. He'd have to get his shots up. But I don't think he would hinder that team.
So you think Lakers with Kobe's winning the whole chip?
Yeah, obviously. I'm a Kobe fan, right?
Well, duh, I'm a LeBron fan. But I wanted to be, semi.
No,
what's the word? Objective.
Your only worry with that team is that Kobe.
See, the Clippers with CP3. Imagine an upgraded Patrick Beverley, though.
No. Because Patrick Beverley's better on defense.
Than prime CP3?
Yeah, CP3 couldn't play defense.
You're full of shit.
Who do you play defense against?
He's literally known to be a defensive point guard.
Oh, because he could steal the ball? So can Steph Curry. Tell me more.
It's not the same.
Oh, yeah, it is.
That's not the same.
If you're good at playing the passing lanes,
the problem with
congrats.
all of these is that most of these, for example, like if you add Larry Bird, that he's the superstar. To the Celtics, Jason Tatum and Kemba Walker aren't superstars.
Yeah, don't him and Jason Tatum play the same position?
Yeah. You can put Tatum at 2, though.
No, too big.
He's like 6'7".
Too big.
He's 6'7" and skinny.
6'7" and too big.
Like, if you had D-Wade to Jimmy Butler and Tyler Hero, clearly D-Wade's by far the best player. The thing with Ed and Kobe and AD is, any night, any one of them can be the best player.
You, it's over, dog. Ain't nobody got no answer for them three. Any of those. The only thing I think about the Bucks that works is that's just a lot of height. And ain't nobody blocking that skyhook, son.
No, that's guaranteed 2 points. Facts.
What's more broken? Hit that you had that, the Dream Shake, the Jordan / Kobe fadeaway because it was the same fucking thing, or the Dirk fadeaway.
How about anytime Jordan sticks his tongue out?
Oh, it's over.
That's it. That's the most
anytime
unguardable move.
Kobe bites his jersey.
Yeah, that's the worst. Untucked Kyrie.
Black mask LeBron.
Oh God, scary.
That was the coolest.
Oh yeah, they were like,
time.
Like
it's frightening.
Please don't wear that anymore.
Literally look like Batman. Could you
and
not?
You put up 60 on the Bobcats. Stop.
Hey, it's fucking Bobcats, and he just kept staring down Jordan the whole game. Come on, Jordan almost suited up at halftime.
He's like, I'm tired of this big
right.
6 foot Batman looking.
Hey,
and then
Emeka, get off the fucking floor.
Emeka Okafor? That's a throwback. So here's something that I don't think our audience is going to care about, but I need to talk about. Nick Cannon versus Eminem.
I think Nick Cannon won.
I'm going to be because Eminem didn't have the courtesy to respond. Listen,
so he was like, first off, I don't have a chauffeur. Second of all,
yeah, apparently he sucked his dick. I don't know. Listen, I know you guys don't care about rap.
Eminem's previous chauffeur had a picture of Eminem sucking a dick. I guess was
that the bar?
That is literally what Nick Cannon said. So you hearsay.
Yeah, hearsay is okay. So Nick Cannon, I don't know why he was on a podcast like a couple weeks ago and was talking about Eminem being scared to come on Wild 'N Out or something, and then Eminem made with who was that track with? Eminem and Fat Joe maybe or somebody, I don't know. But Eminem had a bar about Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon, and then Nick Cannon made not one but 2 diss tracks.
That first one sounded like he was reading off a teleprompter badly.
It was so bad. And then the second one was not better. Everybody else on the track was really good. Like Charlie Clips and Conceited can really rap battle.
So like what I don't understand about Nick Cannon in that. So one of the lines he had in there was he was talking about how Eminem was raising a kid that's not his.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting. I'm like, is that an insult, or are you like
Eminem adopted 2 kids?
Yeah, Whitney and
I don't remember.
I can't remember what the other one's name is.
But he adopted 2 other daughters. Not to mention he raised Haley. And Nick was trying to use that as a slight, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
And so this dude, we have a friend, his name is Ben on Facebook, and
I hope you listen to this.
Ben, if you do, dog, we gotta talk, man. He posted this video by Carsino for Life, and apparently this dude is a vlogger. He talks conspiracy theories, like his merch is LeBron hate, so that's why Ben likes him. I guarantee it.
Whatever.
So this man, Carsino, has all of the inside news, right?
And no one else has.
Nobody. So he said Nick Easy from Chicago, who was on the first Nick Cannon diss track, is the best lyrical monster in the game. I Googled him, can't find him anywhere.
Okay.
He told Nick Cannon Eminem stole a kid.
All right.
His line was, I told Nick Eminem stole that kid. That's where he got that bar from. This dude, the professional quality of this video is this dude, I'm assuming Thanksgiving is over, because all the people I hear in the background of this stupid video. This dude is sitting in his recliner, rocking in the recliner. I think he's doing a Facebook live or a YouTube live stream because he's responding to people in the comments. So he's like just rocking in his chair, staring off into space. Somebody walks by out of frame and he's like, well, you're going to eat all that? You just eat all them cookies? I'm like, dog, what are you doing? Talk about what you're going to talk about. So he goes on for 30 minutes about utter trash. I'm so upset that I watched so much of this video as I did. Then
You do watch Skip, though, so if
Yeah.
anybody can handle it.
bro, you didn't watch this video.
You're like Atlas in Greek mythology, just holding the world up.
Apparently he's the one who told Nick, you gotta respond. You gotta come with the heat on Eminem.
Oh, so really it's his fault.
It's all Carcino. Carcino for life. Whatever you do not look this man up. It's terrible videos. All he does is hate on LeBron, and he hates on this, and he's terrible.
So it's literally right in fucking Ben's wheelhouse.
Bro, for real. And he then said himself, Carcino for life would beat Eminem in a rap battle. He don't want to mess with me. I've got all the inside knowledge. I would destroy him.
Of course you would.
That's why you're in your mother's basement in a rocking chair talking about Nick Cannon.
This is also the dude. Ben is also the same guy. I literally heard him say, women are put on this earth to bear children.
God. That is the worst.
Yeah. Yep. He said that Tuesday.
So that's the worst take I've ever heard. His second worst take is that Carmelo Anthony is a better basketball player than LeBron James.
No. Not a better basketball player, better scorer.
Which is it's funny
So
because...
LeBron is 4.
4 right now.
Carmelo is 18th.
Yeah, and Carmelo... But if you ask people what's Carmelo good at? Oh, he's a scorer.
Is he?
He was.
Sure is. He's not playing bad this year.
I couldn't look. Carcino for life is Skip Bayless is Walmart brand.
Hey, watch it, because Carcino's got all the dirt. He's got all the dirt on you right now.
Carcino for life. If you hear this, please challenge Eminem to a rap battle.
No, he's gonna put a diss track out on you right now.
That would be awesome. I would love to hear that.
He knows.
Here's the thing.
He knows what you did in 8th grade.
Here's how you know. What?
Yeah.
Carcino, I take it all back. Now. Don't tell people what I did. No. Listen, Carcino for life said he would be. Here's how you know the whole thing. Everything he stands for is bullshit, because he said Nick Cannon was good at rap.
Well, see, that's what I heard. So Ben told me that Nick Cannon admitted that Eminem would destroy him lyrically.
Absolutely.
But then Nick Cannon came up and was like, yeah, but I could whoop him.
That's
literally that can't whoop me though.
Yeah, you can't beat me in a fight. Yeah, Nick Cannon, maybe not. But also, I want you to know, he's made 2 diss tracks. 10 people have been on those diss tracks.
Did you hear how many fucking choruses there were?
Yeah. So if you listen, the only thing you need to know about the second Nick Cannon video is there. So if
there's
you've heard of
18 diss tracks or choruses.
If you've heard of CinemaSins, the YouTube channel that makes fun of movies and
all movies,
all of them, it's a really funny channel. Well, this guy made a CinemaSins type video for Nick Cannon's rap video, and it's really funny. I was cracking up at work. He said he was whispering in the video so he didn't wake up DJ D-Rec because he was going to give it a buzzer. Anyway, I know that went over a lot of y'all heads, and that's fine. But I need to get it off my chest. Listen, Star Wars comes out next week. So the episode you guys hear this week, Star Wars comes out this Friday.
You can't spoil it for me when we do this next week.
We are going to it's going to be a Star Wars episode.
Do what I did for Joker. Say that it's great, but don't.
That's all I can say?
Yeah.
I'll try. But see, here's the thing, and I'm afraid that you're going to hate it no matter what happens. So, because you don't like Star Wars movies.
I like Star Wars movies.
When was the last time you liked a Star Wars movie?
Episode 3.
And that's only because we were 5. Actually, I rewatched it.
No, because it's got the coolest lightsaber fight of all time.
Facts. Fucking facts. I love that fight.
Hey, all I know is don't do it. I have the high ground. So,
for some reason, I heard you said don't do it. And in my head, for some reason, I went don't. I made a drug reference in my head. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Don't do drugs.
If the gloves don't fit, you must have quit.
Speaking of drugs,
yeah.
Do you see your baseballs? They're not testing for marijuana anymore.
Yes, I did see that. I'm okay with it.
It makes 1,000%.
Because Colorado, they were like the whole team is testing pot, and they're not even smoking. They're just there.
Can we be honest?
Be honest.
Weed's not that bad.
No, I don't think so.
Even if you don't do it, it's not that bad.
Spoiler alert: I've never done it before, so I don't know. I've never done it myself, but
this is also straight edge. You're as straight edge as can be. You know that, right?
I am?
Listen, for those of you that don't know Zach,
here we go.
He's a walking stereotype. It's not his fault.
Because my name is Zach.
You were a football player that married a cheerleader.
I married the head cheerleader.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll wait for it.
I proposed to her at Disney World.
Exactly. Come on. Nothing wrong. Like Jonathan always says, that's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, I know, but I am a stereotype.
You're still a walking
sure.
stereotype.
Absolutely.
You are straight out of a Dawson's Creek episode.
Hey, I think you just exposed yourself. You watched Dawson's Creek?
James Vanderbeek.
Who is that?
I don't want your life. He's got one of the greatest quotes in football movie history. Varsity Blues?
I've seen Varsity Blues once, 100 years ago.
It's not a great movie. But, I mean, actually it is. But, it's not one of it's like top 10.
Who was I? I was just talking to a guy I'd never seen Remember the Titans.
Mo said he doesn't really like that movie.
Why?
But I think he says because he's seen it a lot. So it's kind of
the repetitive.
The shine's rubbed off.
Yeah, I feel it. I love that movie. Strong Side.
Let's name the best ones. That one, Gridiron Gang's pretty good with The Rock.
Never seen it.
You have to.
I've never seen it.
They make The Rock cry.
I mean, did they kick him in his shin?
No, they so his mom is sick, and they buy her something, and it hits him in his heart.
In his feels.
So for those of you who have never seen it, Gridiron Gang, it's like it's a
prison movie, right?
Where they take a bunch of troubled kids. The running back's name is Willie Weathers.
Okay. What about you ever seen?
Here we go.
Movie? Longest Yard.
Which one?
The first, the Adam Sandler one.
I was gonna say that's a remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. That one was pretty good. One
of
the last.
The Rock was in a football movie, not the Gridiron Gang. You know the one I'm talking about, where he's the quarterback?
Yeah, with the little girl.
Yes. What's the name of that movie?
Who cares?
Game Plan. Thank you.
Who cares? That's what it's called,
right?
Yeah, probably.
It was a good one. It's Game. I know. I'm right.
Remember the Titans is still the best one.
Easily.
Never saw Friday Night Lights.
Me either. No, I did see Friday Night Lights. I did see Friday Night Lights. And I'll never watch that stupid movie again.
Any Given Sunday?
Never seen it.
What? Steamin' Willie Beeman?
Okay, no.
No, listen, it's so Jamie Foxx.
Can we talk about Friday Night Lights real quick?
Yeah.
So Friday Night Lights is a movie about a football team.
Obviously,
right?
It's high school, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Friday night football. The running back, I remember one point wants to get in the game. The other running back breaks his knee. Backup running back goes in. Anyway, long story short, the team without their starting running back, they go on a state championship run. They get to the state game. It's based on a true story. They get to the state game. They lose on the 2-yard line, and time expires. They lose the state championship by
did they not
less
run
than a
it?
touchdown. No, they ran it or something. They got stopped on the 2. We watched that game before going to play our semi-state game.
How many points did you lose by?
A lot.
Oh, then
No. That's not the point.
Why would you put a football game movie on
where you lose? And
you should have put on Remember the Titans.
The team in real life lost at semi-state.
Actually, you went to Bremen. Remember the Titans isn't a good movie.
They're also gonna be looking
they're
at me.
Like, hey,
no
segregation. It wasn't.
I'm just saying, why I'll never understand. The captains picked the movie, and they had everybody come over and watch the movie
at the house,
at the quarterback's house. And
that makes sense because I know who your quarterback was. I know who his dad is.
Yeah,
that makes 1,000%.
But he didn't.
Hashtag if Jay Leeper ever listens to this, you're an asshole.
He relishes in being an asshole.
Well, good.
He did a good job.
Your wife, never mind. Nope.
Stop.
Nope.
Anyway, what I'm saying is, why put on a movie where the team loses? I'd never seen the movie, so I was hyped.
What you know what you want to watch? You need to watch Any Given Sunday. It's got Jamie Foxx in it, LL Cool J.
Is LL Cool J a football player? Dog, I can't.
He's a running back.
I can't take him seriously.
Lawrence Taylor's in it. Dog, it's like a real life look at football. So his name is LeVay. I can't remember what his first name is.
Sean?
He's got
Sean LeVay. Oh.
He's got concussion issues, but they pass him anyways because he's so good.
Yeah.
He's he's got like a sack. He needs to get 2 sacks or something to
break
hit an incentive in his contract, and he needs that money. Anyway.
Yep.
Jamie Foxx, is the backup quarterback, and the starter goes out.
Blue Mountain State. You should watch that.
That's his show.
Yeah.
And it's all right. So Jamie Foxx comes in the game and he immediately throws up on the floor on the field.
Donovan McNabb
nerves, and then he leads a touchdown drive. It's a pretty good movie.
That's cool.
Steamin' Willie Beeman.
Replacements?
That's pretty good too.
The Invincible?
Deaf tight end. Never seen that.
Not bad.
It's a Mark Wahlberg movie,
Yeah.
so it's literally either really good or really bad.
The Mark Wahlberg movie in Philadelphia, so you're in for a treat with the accents, folks.
Oh gosh, Boston and Philly and.
But it's decent. I remember he goes and he shows up to tryouts, and
It's based on a real guy, right?
yeah, and he's running the 40, and he doesn't like the pads because they're too big, so he goes and steals quarterback pads, and then he runs his 40 faster and stuff. But he's
That's
playing with
cute.
real quarterback pads. Yeah, I think he returns a punt like in a real game or something. Rudy,
Nope. Sucked.
yeah, shut up.
Sucked.
You like it. He's such a liar. That's the thing. He's
So you
lying
know
to
that scene when they all put the jerseys
Yes,
on?
I know it didn't happen. It's based on a true story. Stupid.
Yeah, nobody cares. Anyway, so let's talk about actual
Hey,
good
let's
good
talk,
football
well,
movies.
let's talk about this, Doug. So Rudy was played by Sean
Astin?
Astin. Have you seen what Rudy looked like in real life?
Uh-uh.
He looked nothing like Sean Astin. Like Rudy was had an afro and a big mustache, and he
First
wasn't
of
a
all,
little redhead.
don't say anything about Samwise, all right? The real hero of Lord of the Rings. # fight me.
Oh, fucking facts.
I might not be able to carry the ring up there, but I can sure carry you. And picks Frodo's little ass up and walks him up.
bro.
Still gives me goosebumps. That's what friends are about.
That's what friends are about. Sam is the real MVP. Let's talk about how he is mistreated the whole movie.
Man,
Not movie, series.
I'll tell you one thing about Lord of the Rings.
And then Frodo's bitch ass just leaves him at the end.
When's the last time you watched that movie?
Literally
Have you
3
watched
months
it?
ago.
You watched it as an adult.
Yeah.
I did not appreciate Elijah Wood's acting performance until I was an adult. I hated Frodo as a kid.
I still hate Frodo.
No, watch it as an adult.
No. I hate Frodo because he's an asshole.
Yeah, but this is the ring, dog.
So?
You have to understand.
I do understand.
Let's talk about how weak of a person Frodo is versus his grandpa Bilbo.
A weak of a person.
Bilbo had the ring for how long?
But he didn't wear it. He didn't care. He
wore it all the time.
Ah!
Yes. Did you not watch The Hobbit?
I read The Hobbit. I watched the cartoon Hobbit.
No, did you watch
The new ones? No,
The new ones.
fuck those. They're bad. The Hobbit is 120 pages.
Right? Yeah.
And it was
a lot of that shit was made up.
3-hour movies.
Peter Jackson took a lot of liberties with that fucking movie, didn't he?
Dog.
Jesus.
Listen,
to
can we talk about
stretch it out.
Shelob, dog? Is that the scariest spider in cinema?
No. Aragog's up there too, man.
Aragog's up there, but Aragog doesn't fight. His kids are scary, but only because there's a lot of them. Shelob is like a literal...
No, have you ever seen the movie Arachnophobia?
Yes, twice.
Doesn't that movie scare the shit out of you?
Not
Every
as
time
bad.
I watch that movie, I just slowly pan around my house like,
So I watched that movie
I'm
with
not
my
going
grandpa
down
as
with
a
no
kid.
bitch-ass spiders.
And I wasn't scared because I was with grandpa, so it was cool, right? But then I remember watching it with my girlfriend in high school. She did not like that movie.
So do you know those spiders are huntsmen's? The
Really?
ones that they show?
No.
Yeah.
They're too bulky for a huntsman.
No, they're not.
Thick as hell.
Huntsmen's gonna be big, man.
No, huntsmans are long and skinny.
Huntsman
Listen, you're talking
huntsman
to somebody
spiders
who's
are the ones you want in
horrified.
your house.
No.
Yeah, because they eat other spiders.
You know what I do?
Oh.
Move.
Yeah, you don't even kill it.
Bro,
You move.
because it's his house now.
Yep, he lives there.
Okay, so the people on the internet.
I
dog,
expect you to pay me some rent.
So it was during Halloween. It's one of those videos where there's a giant spider on the wall, and the guy's gonna catch it in a bucket or something, and he goes to get it, and the spider jumps at the screen. Bro, I threw my phone.
Do you ever see that one? I don't remember where it was. I think it was. It had to be in Australia because this is where this
snake
type
one?
of shit happens. No, where he goes to kill a wolf spider on the floor.
And the babies?
Yeah, oh my gosh.
I got the heebie-jeebies right now,
So
bro.
where is your aerosol can and lighter? I'm burning my whole house
The
down.
whole house has got to go.
I'm not afraid of spiders.
I'm petrified.
I just give them a healthy.
No.
Healthy distance.
If it's within striking range, I'm killing it.
You know what the most satisfying feelings is?
No.
When you crush a spider under your foot and you can hear the crunch.
No, that's the worst feeling.
No, it's awesome.
It's not.
It's asserting your dominance over a species.
You know what I do, though, is I crush them and leave the bodies there so their friends know.
At work, where you used to work, where we met, almost been 4 years,
Huh?
we have wolf spiders there.
Yeah, I
and
know.
I love to kill them.
Oh, absolutely. But the thing that gets me, bro, they're just so
Does that make me fucked up that
No.
I find enjoyment out of crushing spiders?
No, because spiders are the spawn of Satan himself. But
I don't
Let's go
agree.
back to Shelob, okay? So I did some... so Shelob is literally... So Sauron was first, right? He was like the main bad guy. And then darkness itself is a spider. Like a demon spider. And that's what Shelob's mom was darkness itself. And
So,
it fed on like life energy and
If
shit.
you play the Shadows of War,
I never played it.
so I have. And they're both of them. Shadows of
I've
War.
heard they're really good.
And then
Shadow of Mordor.
Shadow of Mordor and then Shadow of War was the second one. And she's in there. But she's a
Shelob?
person. Yeah. They
None of my
personified
research
her.
told me that.
Yeah, she's a person.
That's freaky.
I don't know if they did that because it's easier to present her
And not being a giant scary spider?
Fucking instead of having
So,
that game had a really sad ending.
well, you knew it couldn't end well.
No, but I'm saying for the main character.
Yeah, I know. You know it couldn't have ended well. He's not talked about in the real story.
Oh, it was sad.
Uh,
He had his own ring.
yeah.
It's pretty sick.
Jedi Knight, the Fallen Order. I'm not spoiling.
I need to play that
I'm not
game.
spoiling it for you, but on Kashyyyk, there are spiders. This is in the
How
trailer.
big?
Fucking big, bro. And like they do this move where they jump on you, and like you have to hold their fangs back.
Okay,
Every time
so
I
no.
see it, I just start cringing, bro. It's so creepy. I hate spiders. I hate
How
them.
about this? Skyrim.
Yeah, I hate that game.
It's the
I
spiders.
love
in
the
Skyrim.
game, but I hate the spiders.
Yeah, my wife hates the spiders.
Every time okay, so I'm in a dungeon, right? I'm clearing it out. I just beat the main boss, and when I first came in the dungeon, my wife was watching me play. To the left, first in the dungeon, there's a wall, a spider web wall. So I said to myself, "Self, I'm not going in there unless I have to." It turns out I could beat the whole little mission I was on without going in there. So then I'm getting ready to leave. She's like, "You're not going to go in there?" I'm like, "No, I beat everything." She's like, "Well, don't you want to know what's back there?" I'm like,
No.
And she's like, "Well, you need to." I'm like, because she's a little farther ahead in these quests than I am, right? So she's like, "You need to." So I'm like, "All right, fine." So I go in there, I knock I'm like, oh. So then I get down, I'm in a cave, and I go down a little bit, and this fucking spider catches on fire and jumps at my screen. I literally screamed and paused the game. I was like, "What? Why would you tell me to go in there?" She's like, "There's stuff in there." So then I kill the spiders. They're jumping, flaming fireballs. I kill them, and I look. There's nothing in there. I'm like, "Why did I come in here?" She's like, "So you knew those spiders were there?" I'm like, you couldn't have just told me?" She's like, "I need you to experience it." I'm like, I don't think I like you very much right now.
You know what? I'm going to sleep on the couch tonight.
The joke's on you. I sleep on the couch every night. Mostly because...
Stop being grounded.
No, I just fall asleep sometimes. Well, to be fair, I go to bed early, and since, it's her only alone time, she stays awake. She's like, "I gotta stay awake so I can have me time." I'm like, "That's cool, I get it." But then, in the middle of the night, when I go get a drink of water, she's sleeping on the couch.
I get it.
No, go to bed with... Anyway, it doesn't matter.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. So let's talk about the college football playoff. The playoff is set.
I'm so glad Alabama lost again.
LSU is 1.
Speaking of which, congrats. Joe
So
Burrow.
Joe Burrow did just win the Heisman tonight. Good for you. Undeserved, but it's cool. That's not true.
Whoa.
You played really well.
I really still would have rather had...
There's no way, Doug. Chase Young, even though Chase Young... Jalen Hurts?
There you go.
No, absolutely not. Jalen Hurts and Oklahoma are going to play LSU Heisman Trophy winner Joe Burrow.
So what happens when Oklahoma wins?
They're not going to win.
Then can we talk about it?
Here's the thing, though. Oklahoma has a chance because LSU doesn't play that good at defense. So they've got a chance. That would be a good game. The better game, though, Ohio State versus Clemson.
If Ohio State wins, they win the whole thing.
I agree. The winner of the whole championship comes from that game.
You think so?
Yeah, because both teams play defense better than either of the other two, and I think the quarterbacks are better.
So is Joe Burrow is going to be in the draft this year, right?
Yeah.
Where's he go?
Number 1.
You think so?
Yep.
So it's either going to be the Dolphins or the Bengals, right?
Bengals. I don't think... Do the Bengals have a win? Because the Dolphins have 2.
Yeah, they have 1.
Damn.
They beat the Jets, I think. Everyone beats the Jets.
Except the Cowboys.
Ew. Fuck you, Skip.
So the Cowboys play the Rams on Sunday. We'll get to that.
I still think Chase Young goes number 1.
That's a good bet. It depends on who, though. Because...
Chase Young goes number 1, and then I just don't see I don't see anybody early on taking a quarterback. Because the Bengals have Andy Dalton.
They benched him this year.
You're right. No, he's hurt.
No, they benched him for a shitty backup named... Hey,
I'll wait. I'll wait.
I can't remember his name. I was going to make one up, but then all the names were like offensive, so I didn't.
And then you have Miami has Josh Rosen,
who is being destroyed behind that offensive line.
You keep him and let
I
him
agree.
get beat up,
and
then take a quarterback later.
But the Bengals, here's what you do. Excuse me. You draft a quarterback. You let not AJ McCarron.
AJ Green?
No, Andy Dalton play this season, and you start the rookie next year.
I like it.
AJ Green's going to be traded.
Burrow?
No.
Who you take?
Who are my options? Is it Burrow?
Trevor Lawrence isn't coming out.
No. Justin Herbert.
Jalen Hurts might come out.
Yeah.
If Tua's stupid, he'll come out.
Did we talk about the potentials for Tua? So Tua's hurt, right? Broke his hip.
Yep.
Well, Bo Jackson injury, not broken hip. But if he makes a full recovery by draft time, he's going to get picked, right? If he goes through the combine and has no severe setback, he'll be drafted.
He's hurt. He's been hurt 4 times this calendar year.
Correct.
Why would anybody take him? I wouldn't take him.
Why did anybody take Jalen Smith?
That's different.
He had nerve damage. He couldn't pick up his foot.
And you took him later in the draft, so it really wasn't a risk.
I know.
He doesn't escape the first round. Somebody takes him.
Who?
I don't know. Somebody stupid.
Are you ready for this shit, dog? The fucking Patriots, bro. He's gonna fall, right?
Tua Vailoa?
So Tua Tagovailoa is Tom Brady's replacement.
No.
Bro.
I mean, it makes sense. It really does.
If they find a way to keep him healthy.
Because his backup right now is 80,000-year-old, what's his name?
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Who's backup?
Who?
Tom Brady's backup?
Yeah.
No, they cut him. Brian Hoyer? They cut his ass.
Not Brian Hoyer.
After Skip Bayless said he was the best backup in football, they cut him the next week.
Yeah, because he was like, all right, if he says that, we need to get rid of him.
No, his backup is Jarrett Stidham. He played at Auburn last year. Justin Herbert from Oregon is like 6. He's the prototypical 6'4". He can run. He got a cannon. But he was the one who was going to come out last year.
Oakland.
Yeah, Oakland wanted him.
Oakland will get him.
No,
they're in the middle of the first round, right? They'll be in the middle of the first round.
Yeah, but I think they like Carr.
And they have the Bears pick, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
They have 2 Bears picks.
Pair them up. Trade up into the top.
To get Justin Herbert?
Just Herbert.
No, his name's Herbert. You're not allowed to draft him. You can't have your starting quarterback can't be Herbert in Las Vegas.
What if he's slinging it?
He might be, but he's still Herbert. Herbie. Oh, Herbie
still
fully
think,
loaded.
I don't care who gets the number 1 pick. If they don't take Chase Young, they're stupid.
You think the Niners would wish they would have taken the quarterback at number 1? Or number 2? They took Bosa, right?
No, I would much rather have Nick Bosa.
Than Kyler Murray?
Yep. Kyler Murray's really tearing it up in Arizona. Anyway, so...
name another receiver outside of Larry Fitzgerald who's also 85,000 years old.
David Johnson, he's a good running back, right?
No, that's a running back. I said receiver.
What happened to him?
He broke his wrist and then forgot how to play football.
Good.
Next.
Tired of him being overrated in Madden.
Overrated as hell. Give me another Arizona wide receiver, please.
Michael Floyd.
No, he played in New England last.
Anquan Bolden.
Nope, that was 20 years ago.
Jermaine Grisham.
That was the tight end for the Bengals.
He still plays. He plays for them.
Okay, so why are you naming Bengals players? I said Arizona Cardinals receivers.
No, he plays tight end for the Cardinals.
I asked for a receiver.
I don't have one for you.
Okay, so my point is, we say Tom Brady needs help?
They had the worst offensive line before he got there.
Yeah, I know.
Which is why I can't believe they took him.
Well, he was running around. He's doing the thing.
Okay, Baker runs around too. You see how well it works.
Baker doesn't run 4-3.
Oh,
Baker
speaking of the Browns, your boy out here apparently covertly talking to other teams, saying, "Hey, come get me."
Oh yeah, Odell.
Drama queening it up.
No,
I think you owe me an apology.
No, absolutely not.
Say it into the mic.
There's nothing to apologize for.
Say it.
So I have a question.
Let's hear it.
I have a question.
Let's hear it.
Where did you hear that story?
Instagram.
Okay, but mostly from the media, right?
Yeah.
So you didn't hear dick about this all year until all of a sudden the media just finds these clips.
Yep.
The teams he talked to, by the way, the 49ers, 10-2, good team. The Patriots, 10-3, good team, but bad quarterback. And I believe the Seahawks. So
so Odell really is a bitch. He wants to go to an already established team.
No.
So that when they lose, it's not his fault.
Quarterbacks there are the thing. Except Jimmy. We're still
Exactly,
we're
thank
still
you.
hesitant on
An
Jimmy.
8 billion-year-old Tom Brady. The only team that you want to go to that has
He
a quarterback.
bought Tom Brady goat hair cleats. Custom made goat hair cleats.
Does he wear them?
You see the picture? You see the picture of him giving him Tom Brady the cleat? It's amazing.
Does he wear them?
He's handing Tom Brady the goat hair cleat, and Baker Mayfield is like just outside of the media circle, just like looking and just, oh, I wish I got goat hair cleats.
Your name is Baker.
They drafted him number 1.
Yep. And then they turned around and got Denzel Ward at 3.
Denzel Ward's been a good pickup.
When they should have taken Quentin Nelson number 1, McClinchy number 3. Then they have a whole solidified side of their offensive line. Then they wouldn't have had to chase out Tyrod Taylor at quarterback.
Denzel Ward
Listen,
is
NFL. Listen,
Denzel
NFL.
Ward is a good pickup.
Listen, NFL. I am taking calls for GM jobs. My number is 5'7".
6.
What?
Quentin Nelson went number 6.
So I'm saying, and look at him.
He's a freak.
Yeah, should have went number 1. McClinchy at number 3. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad we got McClinchy. I am glad. But
No, you don't take 2 linemen. You don't
yes,
take
you
two.
do.
No, you do not.
You do when they played side by side in the same college. They've already got team chemistry.
Shut up.
So you have your whole left side. You know your quarterback's blind side.
They play right side, stupid.
Well, you put him on the left side. No.
Yes, huh?
No. Quentin Nelson plays left guard.
No, he does
yes,
not.
Yes, he does. Who had him in Madden? Me.
He plays right guard.
He plays left guard.
Okay. So
McClinchy is right tackle. I will say that.
Dog, you just said they played side by side, you idiot.
How hard is it to go from right tackle to left tackle? Hey, asshole, just go over here instead of over here.
I know you're lying, but goddamn, I got offended for all linemen, bro.
Then move him guards. How hard is it to play different guards?
I don't know, but tackles are extremely difficult.
That's what training camp is for. Hey, asshole, you're playing on the other side now. Either way.
Quentin Nelson played right guard. Mike McGlinchey played right tackle.
I'm just saying, where
I
are the
watched
Browns?
them their whole college career.
Where are the Browns sitting right now with those 2 picks?
Denzel Ward is an excellent starting quarterback.
What about that number 1 quarterback? I'll wait.
Can you hold your breath?
Nope.
Damn it. Listen, I'm not standing up for Baker Mayfield, first of all. Nobody likes me.
He is terrible.
He is terrible.
What a surprise. Oklahoma quarterbacks.
Kyler Murray's good.
Oh, he is so good. Anyway,
have you watched any Kyler Murray this year?
I don't have to.
Have you? You
I
should.
I look at their record. That's all
I know he puts in work against the 49ers. I know that.
Did they lose?
Did it? Yeah.
Then what's it matter?
So hold on. You can't have a good game at quarterback, but your team lose.
Nope, because your quarterback, you're the.
Oh, so I'm gonna call you fucking
Skipler?
Skip Bayless, Jr.
Skippington Bayless.
That's not true. Skip only cares about wins and losses if his team wins. If his team loses, but his quarterback had a good QBR, so
it just doesn't matter if you lose. Stats don't matter if you lose.
Okay, I agree. However, stats do tell a story. Yes, they do. You can look at a game and go, "Oh."
I mean, sure, you can go like when LeBron dropped 50 in a loss. You can go, "Well, LeBron did the damn thing, but no one else showed up."
Okay,
but you still lost.
How about on a much smaller scale? A friend of mine went to state. He was the only offensive player in positive numbers. He had 86 receiving yards. The rest of the team didn't cross the 50 except for him. The only time. So you're saying that his stats didn't matter.
Why don't you just keep giving him the ball?
But what I'm saying is, he still had a good game. He's the only person who showed up on his team. You see what I'm saying? He was the tight end. So
you should have fed the man.
Well, they did. He had like 4 receptions for 80 yards.
Fed him more.
They should have. They
didn't. Where the fuck is he at, Hike?
Anyway, I'm just saying, stats, you're right.
Here, let's get back to the original topic.
Which was?
I don't think Odell plays for Cleveland next year.
I think you're stupid.
I know, but I think this was an experiment, and clearly it failed.
So
I think Cleveland's offense is better without Odell, simply because Baker can't not stare him down.
So you agree with Skip Bayless that the team is better without Baker Mayfield?
I think
Baker Mayfield. I'm sorry, with Odell. So you're saying Baker Mayfield throwing to no-name receivers and Jarvis Landry.
I feel like he's better without number 13 out there only because I feel like...
Why do you feel that way?
Because he would...
Because last year, right? You know the only time he had good stats was against garbage teams, just like the Cowboys?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm not saying the Browns are better, regardless. I'm saying admit that this Odell project failed.
Oh, yeah,
Trade
sure.
him to get some pieces
What
back.
are you going to get, though? Because everybody knows that he wants out. They're not going to give you
draft
shit.
Picks?
Odell deserves a first.
Yeah.
Who's giving you a first for Odell right now?
Throw a team. Throw a dart. Dog, it's Odell.
Baltimore. No. Oh boy, that would be...
That'd be a good pick. No, honestly, the team...
The Niners.
The
Niners.
I fucking hope not. The only team that makes the most sense to go out and get him right now is Seattle.
That would be disgusting. Oh,
Him and
DK
DK
Metcalf and
yeah.
Tyler Lockett.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. Because think about it. Your first round pick is going to be late.
You cannot give Russell Wilson Odell Beckham.
Yes, you need to. If you're the GM, I would have called it the fucking trade deadline. I really would have. I just hey, just out of curiosity. I know you're sitting there in your desk. I know you're bored. Let me make you stand up real quick.
Day up.
What would it take to get Odell into Seattle? I honestly would have made that phone call because at the worst, what happens? They fucking laugh at you and hang the phone up.
Yeah, bro. DK and Odell.
If Russ has a wide receiver to throw to,
and I'm not okay, but you're taking that same guy away from Baker, and you're saying Baker's gonna be better. How?
No, I'm saying it's just gonna. It's gonna.
I agree.
He's gonna have to make more decisions.
I agree that Baker is staring Odell down.
Speaking of Odell,
but you say he's staring him down, but Odell only averages like 3 targets a game, bro.
Yeah, it's because Baker's running for his life. Listen,
you say running for his life like he can run, Doug.
Speaking of Odell,
remember he got caught by the police.
His former quarterback Eli came back in the game and balled out
for a half.
Hey, better than.
Did he win?
No.
So none of it matters?
But I'm saying 8 billion-year-old Eli came in and played.
He did the damn thing. That receiver came out of nowhere. He had 5 catches, 130 yards, and like 2 touchdowns.
What's his name?
Vincent Jackson.
You can't just make
No, because Vincent Jackson's a real name. He played for the Bucks and the Chargers. Hold on, let me look.
Chargers did the Bucks.
You got a vamp, dog. You got a vamp. I'm going to pull it up.
So,
Jesus. All right.
Hey. So, what I'm thinking...
Wow, that was loud.
What I'm thinking is... I definitely see... Baltimore wouldn't be a bad idea, but
I was joking.
I don't think that would make sense because you don't want to mess... You don't want to swing the feng shui around in Baltimore.
You let that ride.
Plus, you don't need a weapon like that for Lamar because Lamar... He has Hollywood Brown. He has my boy.
He has Hollywood. You don't need.
He has Mark Andrews. Like he has targets.
Also, I was way off. Old boy for the Giants, Darius Slayton had 5 catches.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Because you heard it a lot. He had 5 catches, 154 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
You know why? It's because Darius Slay Jr. That's why I think.
Yeah, Darius Slayton.
No, I'm just saying. Darius Slay
Carson
Jr.
Wentz, 33 for 50, 325 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Would you like to hear some of the names that are Carson Wentz's receivers?
I know Nelson Aguilar.
No.
He doesn't catch the ball.
No.
Good. Doesn't do any good anyway.
Philadelphia Eagles receivers outside of Zach Ertz.
Here we go.
Boston Scott.
That's made up.
That's a real name. Dallas Goedert. Greg Ward Jr.
Okay.
Hold on. Josh Perkins.
Here we go.
And Miles Sanders.
The kid just makes stuff up.
That's Barry Sanders' son.
No, it's not. You can't just make stuff.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
So
he went to Penn State.
Everyone knows famous athletes name him Junior, or the douchey ones do. Anyway, so what we're saying is,
so Michael Jordan's a douche then.
Yeah. So is LeBron James. So
his kid's name is Bronny.
How is that any fucking better? Oh wait,
it's not at all better.
So is he going to go to the league like that? How long does he make it in the league before he just goes by LBJ Jr.?
Why don't they just call him Junior?
Because he's not a Kentucky redneck.
Hang on, I'm googling Miles Sanders right now.
So, I feel like Odell. I really hope San Francisco doesn't.
Yes, you do.
No, I really don't. I really don't. I don't want him anywhere near my team. We already had drama queen. We don't need another one. Again, that's another situation. I don't want him to come in and fuck everything up.
Oh yeah, because your team's so good.
Ooh, tell me more about Chicago, motherfucker.
We're in the playoff hunt. We're about
ya?
to beat Green Bay this weekend.
Are you? No, you're
We'll
not.
be 8-7.
No, you're not.
Going in.
Say that
We're
with
going to
a
be a
straight
wild
face.
card.
Say that with a straight face.
The Chicago Bears are going to beat the Green Bay Packers.
Do you believe that?
Already.
Do you believe that in your whole heart?
We would have beat them on opening day if Mitch Trubisky.
If you would have scored, score some fucking points. Stop relying on Mitchell Trubisky to do anything but Mitchell Trubisky it up.
That hurt my feelings.
Mitch it up.
Let's talk about
Bitch Mitch.
Bullshit Skip Bayless says. I'm going to talk to somebody. We might get a little audio tune for that too, but bear with me on that. Anyway.
Speaking of new stuff, we are going to get a new logo.
Yeah, we said that last week. We're working on it.
We've seen some...
yeah, there's some good stuff, man.
And I am...
Banner Beast on Facebook. Go check it out.
Please. Because he's going to make us look spifftastic.
We're going to be...
Spectacular.
No. We're gonna be looking good. And, a fresh paint job. Clean on the inside, clean on the outside. Ice cream, paint job.
No, stop.
Sorry, all right. I'm done.
I know you did not just young dro it up. That is
Okay.
20 years ago.
So, the Patriots played the...
Nobodies.
No, who'd they play?
The nobody.coms.
I gotta look it up again.
The Jets.
No, it was a more important game than that.
The Feelers. The AJ Feelies.
Stop! That's a kicker. The Chiefs. They played the Chiefs
They
last Sunday.
played the Chiefs?
They played the Chiefs.
Played the Chiefers.
So,
the Chiefingtons.
the narrative is that the refs cost them the game. Okay?
Who said that?
Skip Bayless.
Oh,
Actually,
cool.
a lot of people did.
Skiplard, huh?
Skippington.
John said that.
So,
is that his real name? We looked it up.
I think it was in the second or third quarter. The they throw a swing pass to N'Keal Harry.
Okay.
There's blocking the back on the play, but we won't talk about that against the Patriots. But they didn't call that, right? So they throw the ball to N'Keal. He makes a corner. He's there on the 15. He's running, and he dives for the pylon. They call him out at the 3. They don't review it because it was it was not reviewable for some reason. I believe they were out of challenges. And it wasn't a scoring play.
But it would have been a scoring play.
But it wasn't, because the ref blew the whistle. So it's not a scoring play. So they won't review it automatically.
All right.
So he was clearly in bounds. The ref made a mistake. But the Patriots get the ball first and goal at the 3. That's not bad. This is a decent consolation prize, right?
Not for the GOAT. GOAT, that's easy.
Right. Except he
there.
went 3 and out and they kicked the field goal.
But the GOAT.
Then, later in the game...
Wait, when was this?
Second quarter? That cost them the whole game. Because Tom Brady threw a touchdown pass. We'll get to that later. But he didn't because it wasn't called a touchdown. Then, the Chiefs had the ball. 3rd and 2. They throw a quick ball to Travis Kelce. Kelce gets tackled, fumbles. I think Stephon Gilmore picks it up, and Tyreek Hill ran his ass down. But they called it a no fumble. Bill Belichick challenges. It was a fumble. The Patriots get the ball. But it could have been a scoop and score. So the refs...
thought you said Tyreek Hill chased him down.
Yeah, I did.
Then why could it have been a scoop and score?
Because maybe Tyreek Hill gets blocked. Because there was a guy in front of Stephon. Maybe he gets Tyreek. These are all hypotheticals.
Coulda, woulda, shouldas.
Right. They're all coulda, woulda, shouldas. The Patriots lost by 6. Or 27, or 24, 23-17. So they lost by 6. But those 2 plays cost them the game. Even though the one play happened in the second quarter, the other play happened in the third quarter, and on the play that it cost them a touchdown.
But does it matter? I thought the fourth quarter was the only one that mattered.
See, depends on what you're talking about. Also, they got the ball on the 3. Why didn't he just quarterback sneak it 3 times? He's the greatest quarterback sneak quarterback of all time.
Because he's 4,000 years old.
I'm just saying, that narrative, no, the refs didn't cost the Patriots the game. The Patriots suck. Their offense is not good, and the defense
is... It's easy to be 10-3 in that division, is what I'm saying to you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But it's also, their schedule is the easiest first-place
schedule. You
schedule.
play Miami, you play the Jets, and you play Buffalo.
Buffalo's a good team this year, though.
But you play them a total of 6 times if you combine them all, right?
So that should be 6-0.
Okay? So, by my recollection...
They also played, I think, they played the Bengals, they played the Browns, and the Steelers.
You're 4-3 against the rest of the teams you've played.
The NFC, they played the AFC North. So the Bengals, the Steelers, the Browns, the Ravens. They won 3 of those.
Who'd they beat? The Bengals?
The Bengals, the Steelers, and the Browns. They beat all three of those.
They couldn't beat Baltimore.
Couldn't beat Baltimore.
It's crazy that the one good team in that division, they couldn't beat
and then
them.
they beat all of their teams. So that's 6. That's 9 of their wins have come against garbage opponents.
Who's the one team that they beat that matters?
I don't even know.
Nobody. So they're 1-3 against good teams.
Probably. That's crazy. Anyway.
That's because the Patriots suck.
Tom Brady sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, but he doesn't have anybody to throw to. Oh, but for his whole career, he does most of
Remember when he was throwing daggers to Troy Brown and Deion Branch?
Deion Branch, who got cut the year after he won the MVP in the Super Bowl.
No, he made hella money.
Oh,
He
yeah.
went to...
Seattle, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it was Seattle.
Troy Brown ended up going to Tennessee and came back, right?
Tell me more about Julian Edelman.
Wes Welker.
Tom Brady
Julian
was
Edelman.
19 of 36 for 169 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Ugh. Oh, Skip. So Skip, he was doing his thing. He had a couple plays that were really good that he needed to point out. These were clear Tom Brady plays. So I'm going to pause the video. Hello. I'm going to pause the podcast. You're not going to know I paused it, but I'm going to pause it. We'll be right. Well, I lied.
I hate Skip so much.
I lied. I'm not going to show him the video. But anyway, basically, one of them was he threw a ball to, I believe it was Gunnar Olszewski before he got hurt. And Tom Brady's in the pocket. It was right after the play that got down to the 3. Okay. That wasn't a touchdown. He throws the ball, and Gunnar has to dive towards the sidelines for the ball, and he kind of misses. Like, it was low and away, and it would have been a difficult catch. Catchable,
but difficult.
But really difficult. For a player like, Shannon Sharp.
Gunnar Olszewski.
Yeah, he's probably not going to make that play. But if Tom Brady was a little more accurate,
if he would have thrown a better ball,
it would have been a touchdown. It was catchable in the rules that he touched it, but it was a difficult catch.
Yeah, that's why I don't... catchable ball is a very malleable term.
Yes.
Because it depends on where it's at. It depends. Just because you could touch it doesn't mean you could catch it.
If it touches your hands...
Not everyone's goddamn Julio Jones.
Or Odell.
Ooh, one catch.
You say that like he doesn't have a highlight reel of him catching the ball in freakish ways. Okay. Anyway, he said Bill Belichick lost the Super Bowl against the Giants, the first one, because the game was over. It was 14-10 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Game was over.
Why is it over? If it was over, they wouldn't have played the rest of the game.
But there was 2 minutes and 30 seconds isn't like an eternity with 3 timeouts.
And the 2-minute warning?
Yeah.
That's an eternity.
But
especially if you get out of bounds. Don't get me wrong.
It was 14-10. The Patriots
was the
defense.
Flukiest win by the Giants.
Oh,
the
absolutely.
First time with the helmet.
Oh yeah, and the play by Eli.
Tell me more. What happened to David Tyree? After
he immediately got cut that offseason. I don't think he played another down. The stuff that comes out of his mouth is unbelievable. He said he was objective in giving Tom Brady a B for that game. I read you his stats.
Yep.
Yeah, 169 yards, a touchdown, and a pick.
If you would have told me what was the completion to attempts, what was it like? 18?
19 of 36,
So
almost 20 incompletions.
Barely 50%.
Barely.
Yeah, if you read just that stat line and say, "Hey, guess who this is?"
Yeah, you wouldn't guess Tom Brady.
You wouldn't guess Tom Brady.
He also said Tom Brady threw 3 touchdowns. Except he didn't.
He didn't.
Because one was dropped and one wasn't called a touchdown. So clearly he threw those.
But that's not how it works.
If you ask Skipper, it is.
If it's not on the board, it doesn't count. Look here, Skipper.
Skip Elizabeth. He said he blames Bell. So last week against the Texans, N'Keal Harry is a bum. He doesn't run routes hard. I can't believe that he was their only hope, but now he's a waste. Now he's saying N'Keal Harry, he blames Belichick for not putting in N'Keal Harry more. Because he's 6'5", he can run, they need to get him the ball more. But
so which is it?
I don't know. And he also, apparently he's shit-talking Edelman now because he's small. Oh, you got little 5'10" Julian Edelman out there. What's Tom Brady supposed to do with that?
Did he say that Edelman's like the greatest receiver of all time?
He said he's a Hall of Famer like a month ago.
Which is it?
I can tell you which it's not.
Definitely not a Hall of Famer. What about Edelman's career has ever showed you that he's a Hall of Famer?
Literally nothing.
He had what? He had a decent game in the Super Bowl. It was like 10 catches, blah, 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 blah.
No. He got the MVP, but James White set the record for receptions in a playoff game with 15. By the way, that's check down.
Check it down, Brady.
He also, so not only is he bitching about N'Keal Harry not being in the game and Julian Edelman being small, he's also, James White's all he's got. James White's also 5'10", and he's like, where's Josh Gordon? We could really use him instead of Mohamed Sanu. What?
You cut him!
Dog, you were talking crap. Oh, Josh Gordon runs like he's got a piano strapped to his back. Like, come on. You can't shit talk a dude and not beg for him back.
I will say that was everyone was like, oh, Mohamed Sanu, that's such a good trade. I was like, in what realm?
I thought it was a good trade. I'm not going to lie to you. I did.
No, it's a terrible trade.
Mohamed Sanu's good. Well, I mean, he was beside Julio.
Is he?
No.
Beside Julio.
And Calvin Ridley.
You would look really good next to Julio and Calvin.
No, I would not.
Because everyone would forget you're fucking out there. Like, shit, there's another wide receiver out here. Shit.
So the Lakers,
Here we go.
they won, again, there's so many NBA games, but they played a game, they won 142 to 125.
Yeah.
Skip said the game was over after the Lakers went up by 8 at halftime.
All right.
There's a
whole other half. Don't worry about it.
Well, they just poured it on, and they went up by 8 at half, and that was just, the game was over at that point. Excuse me?
In your mind, what would LeBron have to do to, in Skip's eyes, change his perception?
He said he would have started to change the narrative on LeBron if he would have beat the Warriors by himself in 2015. The team that lost Kevin Love and Kyrie.
All right.
He said that would have done it.
That's what it would have taken?
Yeah.
Him to one-man show it?
Yeah.
Against arguably one of the best teams?
That next year won 73 games.
Yep.
Yeah, that team. With Matthew Dellavedova, Iman Shumpert,
Tristan Thompson, and maybe J.R. Smith. I think he was on that team. J.R. Smith hasn't been seen since the
freaking
game one.
Nuggets? No, he literally hasn't been seen since game one. When was he good, though? When was the last time he was good?
LeBron killed him.
LeBron definitely had him left in the NBA. They're like, listen, if anybody signs this
The only person that's ever been blackballed is definitely...
You think?
Yeah, J.R. Smith.
I don't know, dog.
But he blackballed himself.
Delonte West? We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, especially since seeing that picture of him this year.
It was the Timberwolves that they played. I want to see if I can figure out the score at halftime real quick.
Just tell me more about Timberwolves, dog.
So the Lakers were up 8 at halftime, by the way.
Daddy getting in fights with Joel Embiid, the Tiger.
What?
Isn't that what he called him? Didn't Joel Embiid call himself a Tiger?
No, I don't remember what he said.
Tony the Tiger? Neither, but that's what I'm hearing.
Anyway, so Skip said the game was over and the Lakers were up by 8 at half. So in the second half, there was 129 points scored. But the game was over at halftime because the Lakers were up 73 to 65.
Yep.
How do you figure?
Well, because Skip didn't carry the one. So...
so there's only 20 points in the second half. I got you.
Yeah, he was like, hey, fucking it was over.
Yeah, so here's my argument about the Baker Mayfield getting rid of Odell will make him better thing. Baker Mayfield, you're telling me Baker Mayfield is better with less talented players.
No, I'm saying...
But Tom Brady needs help.
No, I'm saying it didn't work, so get what you can back for it.
But Skip Bayless's argument is that he's better throwing to no-name wide receivers than with Odell. As opposed to Tom Brady doing the same goddamn thing.
This is also the same guy that did the same shit where he was like, Tom Brady, blah, blah, Gunnar Olszewski, but then shit all over Aaron Rodgers for doing literally better with the same amount of talent.
What do you mean do, dog? It's a Skip Bayless segment. We know he's dumb.
I'm just saying...
Well, stop saying.
Maybe stop getting mad at Skip and just accept him for what he is. A complete and total fucking idiot.
These are facts. So remember I told you.
That gets paid a lot of money.
One of the Eagles receivers was Boston Scott.
Yep.
So Boston Scott is actually, he's a running back In the game against the Giants, he had 10 carries for 59 yards.
Not bad.
Not bad.
5.9.
He said maybe
carry.
Boston Scott should be playing for New England. But my friend, Boston Scott is 5'6".
So he's Tariq Cohen then.
He said he reminded him of Darren Sproles, and that Tom Brady could really use a weapon like that. James White is 5'10", and he calls him Little James White.
So maybe he would call him little guy?
I don't understand. Why are you advocating...
Mini-me, he would call him maybe.
I don't understand. Like, James White's just little James White. He's only 5'10". Come on.
5'10" is the average American male height.
But in football, he's small.
Yeah, sure. But for a running back, that's exactly how tall you want him to be.
Nah, 6 foot.
The taller they get, the more injured they get.
Sure.
I.e. Leonard Fournette.
I.e. give me Adrian Peterson.
Clearly, he's a fucking freak.
Derrick Henry? He's
okay, there are exceptions to this rule.
Okay.
For them, then you have Brandon Jacobs. What the fuck happened to him?
He got tired running people over, dog.
Because he's too fucking big. The bigger you are, the more body there is to break down.
The harder you fall? Is that the saying?
Something like that.
Stupid saying. So...
You know what makes me sad?
Yeah, what's up?
The fullback is dead.
No.
Pretty much.
The Ravens have a really good one. Patrick Ricard.
Okay. And then the 49ers, and then name another one.
Kyle Juszczyk.
Who's that?
Your fucking fullback.
Okay,
I just said
name
it.
another one.
Give me 1 second. His name is Joshua Swindell.
You can't just make stuff up.
I can.
You can't just name a guy you went to high school with and act like he's in the NFL. Anyway, go ahead.
So he said the Cowboys don't have any shameful losses this year.
Didn't they go into and lose to the Jets?
Yeah, they were down 21-3 at the Jets. Now, granted, the Jets only won 24-22, so maybe that's why it's not shameful.
You lost to the fucking Jets. What do you mean?
And I know the Bills are like a good team, but when you say I lost to the Bills, it's never a good look.
The Bills have a great defense. Offensively, they're not that great.
Bro, did you watch the game? Were you watching the game? This is Thanksgiving game. So, Josh Allen standing in the pocket completely comes to a complete stop in the pocket. I thought the TV froze, dog. He literally stopped moving and then threw the ball. It was like a 15-yard completion. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
So his controller died.
Dude, it looked like he got unplugged. Like you see, you know, quarterbacks, they bounce on their feet. They're ready to, dog. He came to a statue still. I was like, the fuck?
Maybe he was sliding into that.
But I've never seen a quarterback get so comfortable in the pocket.
Maybe he was powering up.
No, dog.
He's like, and then he threw it.
He was looking for the batteries to his Xbox controller. Speaking of the Xbox controllers, did you see the new Xbox design?
Have you seen the new PlayStation design?
It's amazing.
No, they're all ugly. All of it.
The PlayStation design is amazing.
No,
Get out of here.
Yes, all of it? Like, Xbox wants to be a computer so bad.
I saw this picture. It was the Xbox with a table on top of it, and the PlayStation sitting on top of the table.
That's aggressive.
The new PlayStation looks amazing.
It's all right.
I want it. It looks like a football stadium to me, and that's why I like it.
Hope it ain't the Bears stadium. Anyway, let's go.
The Cowboys have no shameful losses this year. That came out of his mouth.
They lost to the fucking Jets.
Oh, this is amazing. Okay, he said Bill Belichick is sabotaging Tom Brady this year.
Yeah, he wants to get rid of him, right? That makes sense. Yep. I fucking hate you, Skip.
Tom Brady is going to go to the Chargers.
No. I will say, I do think Phillip Rivers is gone.
Has to be.
Doesn't want to go to L.A., right?
No.
So I think he's gone. They're pointing him to Tennessee.
I can see it.
And then they're talking about the Chargers going after your boy, Cam Newton.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either, but that's what they're saying.
So here's the thing.
They're the team to watch as far as Cam Newton.
But
Chicago is the obvious destination.
So let's say Tom Brady is out. Tom Brady to Tennessee with Mike Vrabel.
No, that doesn't
Patriots
make any
coach.
sense.
Why?
Why would you go to Tennessee? If he's leaving, he's going to go to an already established team that's literally a quarterback away.
The Chargers have a worse record than Tennessee.
I'm not saying he's going to go to San Diego or Los Angeles, whatever they're called.
Where is he going to go?
Who cares?
I agree.
To the retirement home, I hope.
Not to Chicago. Please.
Yeah, yep.
Please.
Here it comes. Yep.
Tom Brady can't throw the ball in the wind.
Tom Brady can't throw the ball when it's clear out.
Tom Brady
check it down to Tariq Cohen all game.
Tom Brady would literally be 500 if just his defense played.
I'm saying. So listen, I think Tom Brady either retires, or I honestly think he stays in New England. I really do. I don't see them moving on until he's done. Yeah. Unless they take Tua, Tua falls in their lap.
Oh.
It might not be Tua. They might get
Joe Burrow?
him.
No,
not him. Herbert, the pervert.
What if they get Jalen Hurts? And Bill Belichick comes into the 21st century with a mobile quarterback?
No, I don't think so. Everything that's ever pointed at New England, let's see. How do I put this gently? It looks like a lot of snow in New England. Let's put it that way.
Just because Tom Brady's been there for 20 years?
Offensively. Gunnar Olszewski, Wes Welker, Julian Edelman, Danny Amendola, Rex Burkhead.
Gronkowski. James White.
It looks pretty white out there.
But James White is black.
Yeah,
so,
but like, he got tricked. So when he signed him,
you're like,
White?
James White, that's the whitest name we've ever had.
I'm not saying Bill Belichick's racist, but I'm not saying it. You know what I'm saying? It is Boston, so you gotta be careful.
Boston? Hey, so, if it's the fourth quarter, right, of a game, any game.
The only quarter that matters.
Right,
I'm listening.
Fourth quarter. You generally speaking, like, I'll just pick a sport, basketball, for example.
Okay.
You want your best player to have the ball.
Normally, yeah.
You probably want him taking some shots.
Normally, yeah.
Yeah, apparently, LeBron James is a bad player for leading the league in fourth quarter shot attempts.
See, here's the thing about LA, though. I guarantee it's because through the first three quarters, Anthony Davis has probably already put in work.
Yeah.
And they also want LeBron to get his numbers in, so why not do it in the fourth?
But he's stat padding.
Oh, wait, I forgot. Kyle Kuzma's your closer.
Silly.
Stupid ass.
Kyle Kuzma is like averaging 12 points a game, dog.
Off the bench, though? It's not bad.
It's not bad, but it's not Lou. Sweet Lou.
Tell me more about Lou Williams.
Oh, sweet Lou Williams.
Tell me more about Lou
He's
Williams.
their closer.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
you see PG and Kawhi. You see PG and Kawhi put up 40 apiece.
Yeah, you want to talk about why Kawhi put up 40? Tell the nice people.
He had 19 free throws.
He went 19 of 19 from the free throw line.
Good for him.
Good job. Half of your points were from the free throw line.
Yeah.
You know who we shit on for that?
James Harden. I wasn't even going to mention Kawhi. I don't even like Kawhi. That's not true. I don't got a problem. Kawhi's championship ring has the middle finger in it.
I want to give Kawhi the middle finger.
Have you seen Kawhi's hands? He would give you the middle finger and you'd feel it touch your esophagus.
Yep.
Just
in my heart.
Just. So, he said Zeke is having a bad year. This is a bad Zeke year. He's not doing the same things he used to do.
Well, it's kind of hard to do the things you used to do when you're always down and you have to throw the ball 40 times. Looking at you, Kellen Moore.
Zeke is 5th in the league in rushing.
He should be first.
He's averaging 4.1 yards per carry.
He should be first. Because the Cowboys are the best, and the Cowboys should be undefeated right now. Because the Cowboys and the Patriots are going to the Super Bowl.
They were. That was his pick.
Still are. If Skip had his way, we wouldn't even play the rest of the year. It would just be February, already Super Bowl, boom. He'd have his way.
So if that let's in the nightmare world that exists.
Yeah.
If that's a Super Bowl, are you watching?
Nope. Because either way, I lose.
Either way, bro. He even said, Tom Brady will win the Super Bowl, but I'll pray for a miracle and hope Dallas wins. But I know Tom Brady would beat them.
Yeah, of course, because Cowboys are a bad team.
Cowboys are so
What
bad.
happened to that defense?
Nobody can figure it out.
You know why? It's because they're throwing the fucking ball too much. They're not trusting the running game that's led them the last 2 years. Because Dak Prescott is an average quarterback at best.
Dog, say it again for the people in the back, bro.
Fucking at me.
I will at you, Skip. Listen, here's the thing.
I don't even have a Twitter. I'm going to make a Twitter so Skip can at me.
Listen, here's the thing. And I need you to understand that's the exact same thing, the thought, right? Because they're throwing the ball more. Generally speaking, that slows the game down.
Yep.
Because it
incomplete stops the clock.
And so what happens is instead of a 3 and out taking 2 minutes or 3 minutes, it takes
45
seconds. And your defense didn't get a breather, and they're back out there. And the thing last year that people figured out was Dallas Cowboys have a very fast defense, but they're small. And so they don't have any big anchors. So they sacrifice longevity for speed.
They went out and got Michael Bennett. So that's good.
Isn't he like 35?
He's like 35,000.
So the thing is...
They got him for a 7th round pick, if that shows you what it's up.
Remember all this whole season, well, the team goes as my quarterback goes. Yeah, your quarterback is going and your team is going the same way. Not good. You need to run the ball with Zeke. I'm
actually glad that Jerry Jones waited to pay Dak, because this shows you do not deserve Carson Wentz money. Carson Wentz doesn't deserve Carson Wentz money.
Dog, did you see what he did with all... I just told you his leading receiver was Boston Scott.
But look what he's done the rest of the year, though. He hasn't played well. When is all his
team is 3rd in the league in drops.
Is Alshon Jeffrey out?
He just broke his foot or hand or something. He won't be in the rest of the year. Deshaun Jackson, who played great... He hasn't been in since week 2.
That's what I'm saying. He's been in and out.
He's got a hernia or something. And Nelson Aguilar forgot he'd bring his hands with him this season. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
You can't just make up names.
People named him that. All I'm saying is Carson Wentz, if you watch Carson Wentz play, he's playing above average. The problem is the rest of the team outside of Zach Ertz is below average.
All right. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from the guy.
And again,
I just don't... When I think... quarterbacks, I name a lot more before I get to Carson Wentz.
But it didn't used to be that way.
True.
And I know that it's what have you done for me lately. I'm just saying potential-wise, I still want Carson Wentz.
Oh, for sure.
But Dak Prescott is not bad. He's not throw the ball 50 times and win a game. He's not.
He's throw the ball at most 25 and let your running game carry him.
You have to. And he's talking about how good Tony Pollard is. Well, fucking give him the ball then.
Tony Pollard and Zeke can be a good 1-2 punch.
Sure.
If you fucking use them. The number one problem that they have is they have a former quarterback as offensive coordinator.
Yep.
An unproven... What did he do in his entire career?
Last year, he was the quarterback's coach.
So you just paid a cheap guy to do the offensive coordinator job.
Yeah.
So you just want Jason Garrett to fail so you could finally fire him. Or you just
want Dak Prescott to do well.
Whatever. Anyway... Doesn't matter.
I don't know if I don't. I think that's my last little point here. He says LeBron James hurt his other teams throughout his career by not always playing point guard. He got caught up in the Michael Jordan syndrome and was trying to be too much like Jordan instead of just playing his natural position.
He's been a facilitator his whole career. It's just this year he's focused more on...
He should have always been averaging 10 assists a game.
Yeah? With who? Elgauskas?
Zydrunas Elgauskas?
Booby? He had a guy named a grown man go by Booby on his team. He kicked the ball out to Booby Gibson.
Did you see the team he won 66 games with in Cleveland?
Oh, you mean the team he drug?
To the finals? Yeah.
Him and Allen Iverson have more in common than him and Michael Jordan.
Only because of the way they drug weak teams to the finals?
So
sure.
I'm saying.
Outside of that, nothing in common.
Uh-huh.
Allen Iverson is barely 6 foot tall. LeBron James is 6'9".
And he's sick.
He doesn't go to practice, though. LeBron practices and trains.
It's not a game. Didn't have to go to practice. You know why?
Why?
Because he was too busy winning games.
With Denver?
No.
That happened in Philly, but didn't he get cut after that?
No, they traded him in like 06 or something like that.
That team had AI... Melo.
Oh, no.
DeMarcus Camby? No.
Marcus Camby and...
the tattooed neck guy, Kenyon Martin.
Chauncey Billups, I think, was there.
Yeah, Kenyon Martin. K-Mart. In the house.
Stop. I think Kmart is out of business right now.
That's a fact. Kmart was horrible. Did you ever just go into a Kmart and get depressed?
It looks like you're going to get abducted at any moment. Or you're going to get your hand cut off by a serial killer. But he doesn't kill, he's a hand cutter offer. Whatever the serial version of that is.
So
doesn't kill you, just takes your
I thought
hands.
a serial killer when I was a kid. I thought serial killer was someone who killed serial
I was
mascots.
definitely a serial killer when I was a kid.
Same, bro. Did we already talk about best cereals, though?
You're not going to like mine. Go ahead, what's yours?
I don't have a best per se.
If
but
you're
like
walking down the
favorites.
cereal aisle,
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
that's not a bad one. It's not a bad one.
It's the best one because the Cinnamon Toast Crunch is fantastic.
Don't say anything about the fucking milk.
The milk, dog. The milk is the best. It tastes like rum chata.
Rum chata is dangerous.
I know because it's like, oh, this is delicious.
I think that's why alcohol has to have that kickback to it.
So you don't just die
You don't
from
fucking die.
It's poison, dog.
You're like, hey, by the way, did you hear about Tommy? What happened? He fucking drank Fruity Pebbles to death, and he.
Rum chata does not taste like Fruity Pebbles.
But I'm saying,
yeah,
if it tasted like Fruity Pebbles.
All right, give me a cereal, dog.
I see. I'm bland though. I like Raisin Bran.
Raisin Bran is not acceptable. You're a
It is-
grown ass man.
Chocolate Lucky Charms.
What? Over original Lucky Charms?
No, but I'm saying Chocolate Lucky Charms. I like Chocolate Lucky Charms.
Come to find out, you suck at cereal.
Reese's Puffs.
Are the worst. They don't even taste like Reese's.
Cocoa Puffs.
Just
Now I'm just naming cereals I can think of. You know what I don't like?
Listen, top 3 cereals.
I
These are
don't
the
like
only-
Fruity Pebbles. Don't say Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles are a classic.
Classically garbage.
No, fucking.
You know what else is classic? Cocoa Wheats. How was you eating Cocoa Wheats?
I bet you eat Frosted Mini Wheats too, don't you? You disgusting.
I do.
freak.
I
Oh
love
my
Frosted
god,
Mini Wheats.
Frosted Mini Wheats are disgusting. Look. Cinnamon Toast Crunch,
That's good.
Frosted Flakes,
Yeah.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Nope. Apple cinnamon. Go ahead.
Oh my god, Apple Cinnamon Cheerios are not good.
No, you're right. They're great.
Apple Jacks. If you're going to get a cinnamon flavored,
Tell me what Apple Jacks taste like, because it sure fuck ain't apples.
it's apple cinnamon.
No, it's not. Do you know what is apple cinnamon?
What?
Apple cinnamon Cheerios.
No, the only kind of the only kind of Cheerios worth eating at a Honey Nut Cheerios. Don't at me.
Wrong.
No.
Can we at least agree that Frosted are gross?
Yeah.
That's a shot at my wife.
I haven't had
She
Frosted.
loves Frosted Cheerios.
Let me tell you this. Can I report back? Because I haven't had Frosted Cheerios since I was a kid. But I can say this. Frosted Cheerios, not as good as Frosted Flakes. Cinnamon, apple, whatever garbage Cheerios, not as good as Apple Jacks. Obviously.
Doesn't your wife eat apple cinnamon Cheerios?
Yes, and she's wrong too.
No, she's not.
Yes, she
She's
is.
the only one in this house with any fucking sense.
Don't talk about Squish that way.
She's not old enough yet. But when she gets old enough, she'll be like, Dad, you're wrong. It's apple cinnamon Cheerios.
No, because I'm going to give her apple cinnamon Cheerios, and I'm like, here, babe, try this one. It's going to be an Apple Jacks. She's like, wow, Apple Jacks are way better, Dad.
What if she spits them out and then she's like, Dad, can I have a bowl of apple cinnamon Cheerios? And then you move out. You're like, I can't fucking live here with you, asshole.
All you want to do is buy apple cinnamon Cheerios.
So-
Listen.
Speaking of my wife, happy anniversary.
Hey, yeah, 5.
Been married 7 years, been together 9.
Good for you. Hey, where was my shout out on Facebook? What the hell is that about?
What are you talking about?
You shout out your wife and wrote this sappy post about her? I don't get nothing.
Our anniversary's coming. It's in January.
What?
That's where I started Flex Forum. That's where we met.